So I have here a wedding gown, and as you see, we have to taking in shoulder 1 inch. On one side I already took it in, so I want to show you the long video how to taking in the shoulders. So I'm gonna mark with the remarkable removable pen, and then we can start altering. So first I'm gonna measure with the ruler, so I have to take in 2 inches. Next I'm gonna take my seam ripper and I'm gonna start opening the seam right here and also right here. I will also remove the top stitches, and how much you have to remove is, let's say if you need, your line is here where you have to take it in, so I would remove it at least like ½ inch wider just in case. And yeah, and let's get started. After we open both seams, we have to turn to the wrong side, and I will choose this side, which is outside seam. Then after we do that, we have to take in the basic fabric and the lining fabric. I will make sure the edges are exactly same length, and when I'm done I will pin them from one side and other side, and then we have to mark with removable pen how much we have to take in, which in my case is 1 inch. After I took it in, I'm gonna cut it and leave extra. And now we're gonna do some measure 1 inch. It's all the way here. If it's uncomfortable like to pull the fabric, then that means you have to open a little bit more seam, and that way will be much comfortable to sew it. For example, I can't pull this part, so I have to open this side a little more, so I'll be able to pull and adjust the lining. And now we have to sew it. Make sure the bottom are straight and there is no pleats created or anything else. You can also use the guide like 1 inch here, or you can also like measure. Alright, and now we also gonna leave ½ inch. Okay, after we took in, we have to take and pull this seam right here, and we have to close the seam. To close the seam, I will have to open the allowance from the fabric and allowance from lining. And now I can do the stitch right here. So after we did the top stitch, so this is what happens. For example, when you don't open more like stitches, so you want to make sure it's smooth enough, and I have to redo this stitch right here. Alright, so I redid the stitch, so now you can see it's straight and smooth. You can put the top stitch back, you just open like this and pull the allowance that way, and you can do the top stitch. I usually don't, because just in case if I needed to re-alter or let it out, you know, then I can easily do that. Now after we open allowance here, make sure they are open on both ways. We're gonna fold the other side like this, and this side inside like that, allowance in. And now we are able to sew and close by hand all this. For easier sewing, you can also add a pin and then start sewing. Needle and thread, make a knot, and I'm gonna hide the knot inside, and then we're gonna just pinch it. So now we just need to press it and all set. Always start pressing the inside, like where is the lining. Don't ever press outside if you have home iron. Okay, so this is our final result, and I hope this tutorial will help you and you learn something new. Please subscribe for more. I will share more soon.